Okay. So next topic which we are discussing is mean free path, or you can call it as average path traveled by the gas molecule. So what is meant by mean free path? It is the average distance between two collisions of a gas molecule. Clear ma? So gas molecules continuously they will be in movement, no? So in that process they will undergo many collisions. So sometimes the distance traveled will be lesser, sometimes the distance traveled will be greater. So this average distance traveled by each molecule in between two collisions is called this mean free path. Clear no? And this equation is written by lambda is equals to 1 by root 2 pi d square into n. This is the equation, where d is called as diameter of a molecule, or you can also call it as sigma. For example, if this is the molecule, clear no? Then what is meant by diameter? This distance is called as diameter of the molecule. So also we can say that, for example, these are two molecules. Are you able to understand me? Then we can also say the distance which is joining the centers of these two molecules, this also I can call it as d. Diameter of the molecule or distance between centers of two molecules is called as d in this condition. Okay. Now what is meant by n here? N is called as number of gas molecules per unit volume of a gas. Okay ma? So per unit volume how many molecules are present, this is called as this lambda value. Clear no ma? Same equation I can write in terms of radius of the molecule also. Okay, so we know that diameter is equals to 2r. Okay, so therefore what I can write, pi can be written as 1 by root 2 pi, instead of d I can write 2r multiplied by n. So pi d square, no, so 2r whole square. So lambda is equals to 1 by 4 root 2 pi r square into n. So this is the equation to calculate lambda of a gas molecule. Okay. So there is nothing which can travel with the speed of light. Speed of light to light matrame travel cheyagalaду. Nobody can travel. Clear ma? See this next concept which is called as collision frequency. Okay. So frequency I can write it as f ma, or in Greek letter you can represent it as nu also, nu, nu. So frequency also you can write, nu also I can write. Okay. Now see ma molecules, they are traveling with uniform velocity only, no? Motion of molecules, it is not accelerated. Motion of molecules is uniform motion. So what is the equation you can use? Displacement is equal to velocity into time. That is the equation. So time period can be written as 1 by frequency also. No? Reciprocal of time period is nothing but frequency. Reciprocal of frequency is nothing but time period. So displacement is nothing but distance only, no? And that distance I will take it as lambda. Average distance between two collisions. Mean free path. Okay. So lambda is equals to velocity multiplied by 1 by f. So therefore frequency is velocity divided by lambda. But which velocity we are taking? Average velocity of gas molecules we are taking. So many velocities we have studied previously, no? We have studied RMS velocity, we have studied most probable velocity, we have studied average velocity, all this we have studied. In this equation of calculating collision frequency, we are calculating average velocity. We are taking average velocity. Are you able to understand? So actually what is meant by collision frequency? The number of collisions, okay ma? Collisions, SSION, sorry. The number of collisions, I think single S only, taking place in 1 second. Okay ma? This is called as collision frequency. How many collisions a molecule is undergoing in 1 second is called as collision frequency. And what is the equation of collision frequency? This is the collision frequency. F is equals to nu is equals to average velocity divided by lambda. Clear no ma? And lambda value already we have written previously. Lambda is equals to 1 by root 2 pi d square into n. So substitute here. So average velocity divided by 1 by root 2 pi d square multiplied by n. So therefore what is the equation I will get? Root 2 pi d square n multiplied by average velocity. Okay. So that is our equation for what? Collision frequency. Okay ma? Okay. So after collision frequency we can also calculate average time between each collision. So average time of collision. It means in between two collisions, how much time will take place? Time between two collisions. How can I calculate average time between two collisions? How can I calculate? Reciprocal of frequency. That's all, no? So average time between two collisions, I can calculate, call it as capital T. And time period is exactly the reciprocal of frequency. So what is the equation of frequency? This is the equation of frequency, not the reciprocal of that one. So it is root 2 pi d square n multiplied by v dash, average velocity of molecules. That's it. Clear, no? So this concept is about collision frequency. Questions can be given on this one. So up to NEET level, you will get simple questions based on this one. Okay. So the next concept which we study is degrees of freedom. So write down.